I was born in Hong Kong in 1932. Then the war came when I was about 9. The Japanese invaded Hong Kong. My father, not being a soldier, had to join, any able man had to join the army. So they said, well, there's a Red Cross association that's taking all the wives and the children up in the mountain in Hong Kong. Each one of us had a room to a family. And then we would eat together, like somebody volunteer in the kitchen, like a few people. And Christmas time, to give you a treat, they gave you, see the meat? One piece of meat in the congee, like soup.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that was it. And then one time, the rice bags came to the building, but kerosene, it was spilt onto the bags of rice. And so, we had to. So we took the rice, they were going to throw it out or something. My mother took the rice and we washed it and washed it and boiled it out and everything, but you can still taste it. But we didn't die. We're still here. We made it. Then one day, I met his father at a conference, a students' conference. So I was sitting one corner, he was sitting the other corner, and he was going like this. So when we got there, of course, he came and, talk about the trip and all that. And then he said, can I write to you? I said, sure. But he lived in Sydney, I live in Melbourne. One time after that, he would hitchhike to Melbourne with a bunch of students. And then he would stay with us because my mother's eyes were there. Watching everything. So then the day came when he said, I want to marry you, and all that sort of thing. So my mother said, not until he's finished 5th year, because it's a 6 years course. So I was waiting for the 5th year, 6th year, and then lots of fights going on between my mother and this and that. I said, okay, you don't want me to marry him? That's okay, I'll take off the ring and I'll give it back to him, blah, 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 the usual stuff. And then, finally, we had the wedding in Melbourne. And I was so happy to get away. Then we moved to Sydney. And that's where his dad was born, in Sydney. I was just turned 24. And then when I had Christopher in Malaysia, they said, Mrs. Koo, because you don't know what you've got until they tell you, see? You've got a boy. I said, oh no. And then they said, with Brian, Mrs. Koo, you've got a boy. I said, oh no. And I said to Yeye, I said, that's enough, okay. Mom, Rob's hitting me. All the time. This one be screaming about Rob's hitting him, and that one would say, stop it. Wouldn't that drive you nuts?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Oh, scary.
When we first came to Canada, we went to Winnipeg because Yeye's certificate, the medical certificate, is recognized by Manitoba Medical without doing an exam. They said, wow, you're going from the oven to the freezer.
That's right.
Oven meaning Malaysia, freezer, Winnipeg. Really cold. So we didn't know anything about this, so we just went. Horrible place. The kids used to come home after school with a scarf here, and it was all iced up. I didn't know about the weather. I washed the shirt and I hung it out, and it was like ice. How did I know? So after that, he said, oh, I'm tired of this. I want to go back to Australia. And then these people said, come and work for the Workmen's Compensation Board. So he came.
Was that in Vancouver?
He was that doctor was in Vancouver. Yeah. So that's how we got here. We took a train in the middle of the night. It's like a spy story. Robert was 10, 9, 8, and 5, 4.5, 5. And we had, on the train, we had a cabin that had 2 seats facing each other. That's where you sleep. There's one on top. So there's 6 of us, right? So I slept with one of the kids. Yeye slept with one of the kids. 2 of the kids went up top. I don't know how we did it. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
We've been in Canada 50 years.
50.
We came in 68. Andy's mother had cancer. She died when she was 41. That's a lot. That's very young, right? And she was such a nice lady. Really, really nice. 2 years later, Uncle Joe, the father, died. So Yeye thought, these 2 boys, they're quite smart, those 2. And he wanted to give them an opportunity. That if we brought them here, they would have a better education, I'm glad that they are here because they are doing very well here. Yeah. And they're good kids, they're really nice boys.
So I'll tell you another funny story about a tea house, okay? Because the land is quite big, so every fall, the kids will be out raking the leaves, right? Right, remember? And
That I don't
Grandma's
remember.
mom, the pawpaw, Auntie Pat's mom, would supervise, right? She's very good, very precise. She'll put
Very
bags, very particular. And I remember that one day, your dad, I heard him go, ah. He likes to be Tarzan for whatever reason.
No,
Does he still make that noise?
Yes.
Yeah, he likes to be Tarzan.
That's what I thought.
So it's kind of weird. So he's go, and then suddenly the voice just died. And we go, what happened? What happened? We went and looked at him. He started to spit. Swallowed a spider. That was it.
Oh, when he opened his mouth.
Yeah, he opened his mouth. Because he ran right through the tea house. Of course, the tea house, there are cobwebs all over the place, right?
I didn't know that
There was
one.
one. Another one was winter time. I remember that Chris, he couldn't find his glasses. So after winter, when the snow would melt, then his glasses were on a tree.
Yeah.
What?
When all the leaves
Chris,
dropped.
yeah, dropped. Uncle Chris, he's the most absent-minded. of all of us. He would leave things all over the place.
Did he get new glasses in the meantime?
I guess he did.
Without
Glass.
glasses.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
Dad's birthday and all that.
All right.
Was out here before.
I think Stuart had
Handicam.
Are you actually filming?
Handicam.
I don't know where.
Yeah, take a picture of that pig. It's amazing. It's just something.
You can all share me on this happy occasion. I'm especially pleased that my three boys can come from different parts of Anthony, Christopher, and Steve.
Yeah, we don't even know who he is.
I'm sorry. 4 boys came.
I got a 65
Brian was the only absent.
No, I won't sit down. I'll just stand up.
Christopher,
You don't sit?
Robert and their families, and of course, Stephen forgot to bring his family.
My kids are not old enough to smell you.
Anyway,
What kids? You talking about the family or?
Cheating!